I have had the grand idea to take my 7-day Blender challenge or I delete my channel, and now making a freaking game in 7 days or I delete my channel with no game making experience. Why do I do this to myself? I don't know. I don't know why I do this to myself. I always need to have something at stake or I won't do anything. It's probably really unhealthy. From the last time I did this, I had no plan and I was basically winging it. This time, it's probably not gonna be any different, except I'm writing a script now. And this script, I'll have little goals to reach and I'll be more organized. At least that's what I hope. I've already made some important decisions of choosing a game engine and what game to make. There are many choices to make, but my final choice has gone to Godot. The holy Godot engine is my choice, and since forever being neurologically spicy, I have loved watching numbers go up. So my first game will be an idle/incremental game, because the number, it must go up. Day 1. Goals and learning the basics of Godot. So as I do usually, I take tutorials to make stuff and try, then eventually remember what I did, like I did with Blender. This is the tutorial I will be going through, and yeah, that's what I'll be doing today. Last night I did do some things with inputs. I'll be going through them again. I don't know why, but every time I try writing input, I write it as input with an M. And funny enough, I had a whole 20 minutes of struggle trying to figure out why my code wasn't working and the other person's was, and it turned out I was writing this whole function thing wrong. Yeah, I cried. Day 1 was honestly spent too much on editing this video. I had to edit the intro and stuff. I'm literally editing this bit by bit as I go through this challenge. The goals for today is to make the number go up. Nothing too fancy for today, and let's see how we can achieve this. Before doing this, I played some Elden Ring and got my ass handed to me. After 20 minutes of suffering and not understanding anything that I'm doing, I figured it out with a Google search, and now when I press the spacebar, the number goes up. In my opinion, the game is already wonderful. I press the spacebar, number increases. What more could you ask for? But nevertheless, there is a whole 5 more days left to this challenge. Day 3 goals was to make a CPS meter and just overall learning. To make the CPS meter, I tried to look for help on the forums, but I literally couldn't make the code run on my own. So sadly, I did resolve to using the Google AI search feature to explain to me how the CPS meter works and how to implement it into my game. So sadly, there's the tiny bit of AI use, which kind of saddens me. But yeah, onwards to day 4. Day 4 goals was to make a timer. This day started off quite rough. It was a school day, so I had to go to school and literally writing this on day 5, so it doesn't look too good. I did learn how to make a timer of how long you've spent the time in the game. Also recommended by this guy in the comments to add a timer of how many hours of your life have you spent thinking. Day 5, I had the goal of making upgrades, because a clicker game needs upgrades. As I was writing this, literally from the time that I should have been in biology class, so, oh shit, it's getting a little harder to do this challenge, because at the end of the school days, I'm really tired. As you could see that my shorts were becoming to upload at various later times, because I had to make stuff and do short recording and editing, so I'm not too sure how well I'll be able to do this challenge. But I made the upgrades. Onwards to day 6. Day 6 was a crazy day. The only goal I had was to save the game data, but I managed to do saving the game data and sound effects, which was pretty cool. And guess what? Also particles! I added particles as well on day 6. When you press the guy, he does a little explosion of pizzazz particle stuff, which is really nice in my opinion. And day 7, the final day, is to publish. I didn't make a UI, as I said in another short, because, well, while, I got way too overwhelmed, but it's out there. The game is out in the world, and I'm pretty proud of it. A whole 7 days of work and put in effort. A consistent 7-day push to making this game. And if you like this video, you can consider subscribing for any new random shit that I will be learning or doing. I honestly don't have any idea what to make as the next video. Also, the game is published on itch.io, and it's for free. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a wonderful day.